Hi, Devlin here, and I have a quickie movie review of Charlie's Angels, Full Throttle, the 2003 action comedy film starring Drew Barrymore, Lucy Liu, Cameron Diaz, Bernie Mac, and Demi Moore. It was directed by McG. With the success of the first Charlie's Angels movie in 2000, it was no surprise a sequel would be greenlit, and director McG decided to follow the rules that most horror and action movies follow: make everything bigger. Now, even though I still enjoy this sequel, the problem with making this bigger is the first one was already a campy, cartoonish extravaganza, and going even more so could alienate your core audience. It's a chance you take, and in this case, it didn't work. The movie didn't do as well as the first and ended this version of the series with many complaining they just didn't enjoy it. As I said, I still found a lot of good in it, but it left me a little empty and not caring if we saw a third in the franchise. I can only imagine where McG would have led this series. The good things about the movie I liked: the original three angels are back, Drew Barrymore, Lucy Liu, and Cameron Diaz, and they are still just as wonderful as ever. They feel like they are back to have some more fun and kick ass, and they get to do more of that in this film. I love Demi Moore as the villain. She camps and vamps it up, but it made me wonder why we just don't see her in that many movies anymore. She was saddled with a goofy script, and I would have loved to see if she got to play this a little bit straight. I bet she would have been just as delicious in the role, too. Even still, she is one of the best things for me in this sequel. The nostalgia of the original TV series is not as prominent, which I think is a good idea, since now the franchise needs to find its own voice, but I love that they still managed to squeeze it in there with John Forsythe's voice as Charlie, the theme song, and a special cameo appearance by my favorite original angel, Jaclyn Smith, playing her character, Kelly Garrett even. I like that it was trying to find its own ways, but not ready to completely forget the original source material. The bad things about the movie I didn't like: one of the complaints about the first movie was how cartoonish it was sometimes, which made you never fear for the characters. Well, with everything ramped to 11 in this one, McG once again plays up all the bad qualities I wasn't so endeared to. In a movie like this, I can forgive it, but when it comes at the expense of not developing your lead characters or script, I do have a problem with that. I love Bernie Mac, but Bill Murray was missed. I understand Murray didn't want to return to the role, but having to tie them together as brothers just for a lame joke was not needed. Bernie Mac deserves better. He could have just done this part as a new character and still do a great job with it. It isn't the diversity that bothered me at all. John Cleese plays Lucy Liu's dad, and they never try to explain it, and I found that to be wonderful. I don't like putting McG down because I like both these films, but again, he is the main problem here. He is now making a bigger and bolder music video, but forgetting character development and sloppy script, hoping that more explosions or unrealistic body moves and flips will make up for all the important stuff that is missing. This movie is loud, over the top, and brash, and it just exhausted me. Not only the film, but the whole franchise. The original show was camp and fluff, and the reason why these movies work is because they get the tongue-in-cheek element of it. Some have tried to make this franchise more serious, and it just doesn't work. I love that we have two really great excuse for eating popcorn movies, but if they made the characters bigger and the stories better, I think this part of the franchise could have had a few more films in its lineup, and it's sad that we never got that. Still, I give this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I remind people this is my opinion and belief. You can disagree with me, and please comment if you do or don't in the comment section below. But please be nice about it. We are all movie fans here, and that's what's truly important. So be respectful to all.